All right, Health Check 10 now. We continue our look at Rhode Island Monthly's top doctors issue.
Tonight, Barbara Morse Silva profiles a top doc in the ER at Roger Williams Medical Center.
Dr. Michael Bonitati is very familiar with the emergency department here at Roger Williams Medical Center. He's spent his whole career here since 1986.
I grew up in Providence.
Born at the old Lion Inn Hospital.
So I tell people, here I am, like 55 years later, I've moved across the street.
Dr. Bonitati says he didn't originally plan on getting into emergency medicine. He wanted to be an internist, but 6 months, then a year, then another in this very ER, and he was hooked.
I enjoy being the first one to see the patient. I like that you see them initially, before they've been medicated, before they've had any tests back, and you try and sort out what's going on. The family, is there any history of migraine headaches that you know of, parents, brothers, sisters?
He checks in with one of his patients.
She came with a migraine, and for about 3 days, she doesn't really have a history of migraine. She said there's a family history of migraine.
He spends some time with her, not unusual, say his coworkers.
He's very caring. He's very gentle. He speaks very softly to the patients. Just has a very nice way about him.
Candace Ray is the clinical nurse manager in this ER. She and Dr. Bonitati go way back. They started at the same time here.
You all have a Rhode Island story here at Roger Williams. My own mother was a registered nurse here at Roger Williams as well, and she worked alongside Dr. Bonitati's mom.
When I was a kid, I think I was like about, oh boy, 6, 7 years old or something, my mom was studying to be an LPN, and Joanne's mom used to be, they'd be sitting at the kitchen table when I come home from school with their notebooks out.
Dr. Bonitati doesn't speak a lick of Italian, but is fluent in Spanish. It comes in handy with some of his patients. And when you congratulate him on being named a top doc in the field of emergency care, his response is this.
I think there are so many emergency medicine physicians in this state who are outstanding doctors.
Dr. Bonitati is a very humble physician, but we all know that Dr. Bonitati was a top doc in our minds long before the top doc award.
And congratulations to Dr. Bonitati, who's the medical director of his ER, and the 2 other emergency care physicians who were voted tops in their field by their peers. They are Drs. Gary Bubley from the Miriam and Brian Zink from both the Miriam and Rhode Island Hospital. For a complete listing of all 168 top docs, you can find them in the current issue of Rhode Island Monthly. And that's Health Check. Barbara Morse Silva, NBC 10 News.